Hey guys, so while I'm here, I forgot to tell you something. I wanted to tell you this for a while now, but I just never had the time to film. So I'm just gonna do it right now. Two of you already know this, but there's just two that know this because, as you know, I don't do a lot of spells. I don't work with a lot of people, and so only two of you are informed of this because this is something, a change I've done in my magical practice. Anyways, I don't know where to start. It's an interesting little story, so I'll share it. Okay, so I'm just gonna start from what happened. So this happened in Vienna. Well, I was in Vienna. Me and my coworker were visiting this museum complex. It's like a complex, and you have some museums there. And I don't remember which one we were in. This didn't happen in the museum, but it's like a little park, and then you have entrances to museums and all sorts of stuff. And just randomly, when we left one of the museums, I saw like a church. And usually, I'm not religious. I do love churches, however, and like any religious temples. So I saw a church, and usually, I don't really, it wasn't like any special type of church from the outside, not a cathedral. It didn't have any interesting architecture, sorry, or anything that would make it interesting. So it was just like an entrance, and it said like church, and I don't remember. Well, I kind of remember what it was, but sort of. um, so usually I would not enter a random church. I would enter like a cathedral or something like that, something cool, gothical, whatever. But I just felt called to enter that church, and it was a smaller church. It wasn't like really small. It was like, I guess, a normal size, on a smaller size for a normal church. Sorry, it's hard for me to explain things sometimes in English. So, anyways, I was just like, I wanna see this, and I told my coworker, let's get in. And she's also not like religious or anything, but she said, yeah, let's. To my surprise, and as I entered the church, I noticed a big altar, and you can see it in the photo. And it was the altar of Saint Rita. Saint Rita is actually a saint I started working with when I was a child. So before I even knew what magic was and that I'm performing spells, I did my little rituals with Saint Rita, and I talked about this already on the channel. But in case you haven't heard, this is how I started my rituals, my spell work, when I was a kid. And I didn't know I was making rituals. I didn't even know what I was doing. I only knew that, after I did these things, I got the things I wanted. So I didn't consider myself a witch, or, these to be spells, but I kept doing them because they were working. So that's when I petitioned Saint Rita on a regular basis. And then later, when I started like practicing for real, I kind of just worked with my own energy in the beginning. And then later, I started working with my ancestors, the ones that were witches, and my ancestors of the widest light, and, with just my spirit guides, angels. And then I discovered Angel Jophiel, and already the story about that. So I'm not gonna get into it now. But I didn't work with Saint Rita basically since I was a kid, and just stumbling on her altar so randomly, and nothing is random in life, everything happens for a reason. I just felt like she's calling me. Where are you? Why aren't we working together anymore? And I didn't figure it out maybe the second I saw her. But what I did the second I saw her was I did light her a candle. And one of the candles in the photo is my candle. And the other one is from my coworker. There are more candles, of course, that are not ours, but just to let you know. So, and then I also noticed, and you can see this in the photo, that there's a lot of what are they called? Like these little like notes. They're not really notes. They're like thank you. They're things. They're like little. I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry. But I mean, you can probably see and kind of figure out. Basically, it's people leaving their things because she has helped them. So, yes. And then later that night, I had a dream with her that I'm gonna keep private uh, to not bore you. But, anyways, what I'm trying to say is I've started working with her. I've done already two spells already. I mean, I didn't do a lot of work. So I've done two spells with her. And Saint Rita, she is, I don't know if you know this, but she's a Catholic saint. She's a saint of impossible. So, with impossible situations. So, she helps with impossible situations, which I think is very appropriate for some clients. And I feel kind of ashamed for sort of forgetting about her, or not including her in my practice. So yeah, she's the saint of the impossible. She loves helping women, and she loves helping women with love matters. So this is what I'm gonna be working with her for. So only for my female clients, and mostly for love matters. So that's kind of a new announcement I wanted to make. And I have mentioned it to the two clients that I've done the work, that I've petitioned their work to her, so they know. So they're not like, "What's this?" Saint Rita loves roses, so I did offer her roses, of course, and yeah. So basically, that's new. Sorry again for me not being able to tell a story like a professional storyteller, and always being and thinking about the right expression and things like that. I do apologize. I am sorry. I'm aware that this audios may not be like pleasurable to sorry again, wrong words. Can you see that? Are not that pleasurable to listen to, but they are informative, and that's why I hope you still listen to them. And again, you can always turn on the subtitles. I'm aware that not everyone will understand me clearly. And yeah,